All right, here's the boring demo of the destruction system shader base that I've been working on. I swear I'll make a fun demo, but this is going to be the boring one. So I'm trying to combine a bunch of effects that let me destroy and reshape, reconstruct any object. So it's all pre-skin based, so it's going to work on anything, whether it's rigged, animated, or static. With or without UV mapping. I'm not using the UV mapping at all because, so this is one of the Megascan asset, and those have like fucked up UVs with a bunch of small triangles. So anything UV based, I find that ends up being a bit hard to work with for this stuff. So I want those effects to be event driven. So I want them to act as like a wave going through the models through different axes. And it looks a bit like this. So here's a simple effect where it just lets me stretch just a section of the model. And I guess I can go further than this. And I can tweak. Where is it? There we go. The axis on which I stretch, actually, oh yeah, okay, this works. And the width of the section that is being stretched. So, and obviously, like, I have a bunch of faders that let me introduce or reduce the effect. I can combine, like, I have 3 axes to stretch with. And this is only shader based, so the actual, like, it's not gonna work with the collision. Yeah. Okay, on top of this, obviously the more effects I stack, the weirder it gets, but that's the point. And then the fun is to find like good combination, right? So this is gonna like, also right now it's on the vertical axis, but this one is going to pass through the object and deconstruct it. So I need to tweak its parameters because it looks a bit weird right now. So this size, for instance, probably needs to be, and it's like I'm going for this like super crazy glitch aesthetic as well. So this is intended, like this is what I'm looking for, like crazy shapes that can emerge out of it. Also I have like a global seed thing that can like completely reimagine and reapply like the glitch. I'll remove the stretch thing just so it's easier to see what the other one does. All right, so yeah, this is the block deconstruct glitch method, and it's sliding through the model like that. And one of the key aspects of this very one, like 2 of the effects have this, and it's like the main, not the main feature, but one of the key feature I want to explore is that it's going to introduce like holes in the model. And I want to use this to like make the model disappear or something like that. So this is controlled. I can control how much alpha, and also the width of the effect. So it can be like a small slice. So we can see like this top part here is clean, the bottom part is clean, and as I go through, like it's only affecting a slice, and I can control the axis of that slice as well. So it's scanning through the model and glitching just a slice of it. And this is the axis control. And obviously, like, everything can be animated at the same time. Also, the way you animate parameters, it's just you specify them by name. So it's super easy to, in Blueprint, to create a bunch of controls, like using those names and explore with that. Right now, I don't really like how far it stretches. I'll try to play with this. Also, oh yeah, right, yeah. This can provide like another look completely, kind of look like fracturing. But I'm trying to fracture the model, right? But my reference is not how a bone is fractured. It's more like how 3D models work, like the geometry of it. So it's more inspired by the digital nature of the medium than the actual object it's trying to represent. So if I lower this chaos parameter, we can see a pattern emerge in there, like it's a bit more regular. It's not perfect because it's always going to be limited by the actual geometry. It's like obviously driven by WPO. The wireframe looks like this here. So this is why it works so well. Like it's a really high density mesh. All right. Second one here. This one slices the model. And like it's a bit less chaotic. Like you can see like all the slices there, and I have a control that, where is it? There, slice count. And yeah, I'm gonna reduce this one here. And something I'm having fun with is that each of the slices can be twisted as well, and they can be pushed apart like this, so it stretches. It spins each of the slice. Like that's way too much. There's, yeah, I don't like this snap. Yeah, that feels more interesting. And where's the chaos one? Jitter. Right, yeah, that's the equivalent of the chaos. And maybe more slices. And it can slice on any axis as well. Where is this going? This is not what I'm looking for. Right. And once again, it's the same principle. It can, let me make sure I disable everything else. It's the area that I go through, that I scan through the model with, can have a different width, and then the slice is only going to be applied on that section. I guess for this effect specifically, I guess it makes more sense if the slice is like the whole width of the model. But depending on the axis, yeah. And last one is funky because it emulates like voxel based low res models, but it builds it using shaders. So it's kind of, the way it shapes it is not, it doesn't look like if you actually decimate the geometry, but it reminds of this. Like it looks like super low res, and it stretches as well. I feel like this is gonna blend well with the stretch parameter. Yeah, so I make it low res and then I stretch it more on the axis that it's already been kind of stretched, and this looks great. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is a good combo. So yeah, I'll remove this for now. And the width of it is really big now. So pushed to the extreme, it looks super blocky, super low poly, except that the way it's gonna blend into the low poly shape is still, it's like it crossfades between the high poly and the low poly in a weird way. Like it's yeah, and I'll try to just make it a bit less low poly so we can see something. Wow, what is this? Okay, no. I need to go the other way. Yeah, okay, the other way around and lower the voila. Okay, yeah. So yeah, maybe even see like how it turns into small cubes. So maybe like this, and then I'm gonna make the width really cover the whole thing. Yeah. So it like Minecraft style conversion. And like the way it shrinks the cube until it turns back into the original model, like to me this looks completely like weird and fake, like almost 2D space effect, like it's almost like a refraction that like that is applied on top, but this is not how it works. This is not how it but it looks weird. Like it looks weird in an interesting way. I did not expect that. And it's not exactly what I'm looking for, but still maybe it's gonna combine in well with something else at some point. So yeah, chaos is gonna make it like shardy, and I find like the issue with this, like in the past when I was dealing with like the glitch based WPO, it always ended up looking like this. So I'm not too excited about this version of it. It can have its use, but yeah, it's like a bit predictable, too random. Yeah, this is more what I'm going for, and I think I really like how it combines with the other stretch thing. Like yeah, oh yeah. And maybe if I lower this, small slice, and I should change the axis here. And okay, how does that look? Hmm. So yeah, now the task is to animate this and create something out of it. Because yeah, this is like a new toy now. I think the key is to be subtle with it. Yeah, this one looks better when it's pushing inwards. So I have some effects that are pushing the model out, like the surface outwards, like the stretch, this. And I figured that the blockiness, like the block destruction part should be pushing inwards, and I think that works well. With probably more, yeah, the chaos is like inwards, and obviously like when you push something inwards, if you push it too much, it goes back, it goes the other way. So it can push outwards, but going through the model first. And yeah, on top of everything, I have multipliers, so I can always like have a macro that tame it down if necessary. So next step is gonna be map that on a MIDI controller and like play it like a synth, but ultimately I need events that make it dance better. Yep, that's it.